shoot a nuke down a bug hole, you get a lot of dead bugs.
Nuke Decipher Morbid. It's the only way to be sure.
So guys, last recording of today. We're pooped.
Yeah,
It's Let's Game Ontario.
It's time to Betty by
91, the Hive. So it's an RTS game. I think it's the first ever RTS game we've ever covered in our weeklies. I wanted to switch things up.
And I think you picked a good choice for this. The graphics look really beautiful.
Yeah,
I think the
definitely.
plot, we didn't scratch a lot of the plot surface, but there has been quite a bit of plot, and I really liked it.
Oh, you're gonna cover it?
The mechanics are also good.
Yeah.
But yeah, now
Oh, okay. Well, what I remember, at least, so from what I remember, the Earth was
blown to smithereens.
oh, so it's totally blown away. Okay.
Yeah.
And they tried to find another planet
Yeah.
to live. So I guess they find this planet, and I assume it's swarmed with bugs. Is that the story, or
Huh?
is the planet swarmed with bugs then? The one
Yeah,
that they find. So
basically
that's the story.
deep in the
So it's like
surface, there's
Starship
like-
Troopers almost.
Yeah, or even
The planet's dying. Yeah. So it's
yeah.
kind of like the same story.
actually, the game kind of makes you think of
The first home trooper.
StarCraft.
Yeah.
Because, well, particularly you're playing as the Zerg. Your units are actually comprised of like 5 people each, except for
5 bugs.
workers.
And the cool thing was, what I noticed as you were collecting to fight that big snail crab boss, there were 4 different clusters of 5, but like there was, you could have loaded up to like almost 100 from I
Exactly.
didn't do the math exactly, but it looked like 500, maybe 200 bugs, which was really cool.
Yeah.
See, they could load up that many. So
Except, yeah, I think this is where a problem of mine comes in, where I didn't have enough resources to make those many bugs, and even if I had, or the patience, I
Yeah.
just want to kill the
the
end-
first mission took an hour, and I'm not sure how many missions are in this game, but
There was like 10 missions in this one level.
yeah.
Yeah,
So I don't know how
and
many
I think,
stages in
and like part of the reason why was because I was looking around, I was trying to figure out where exactly, because they specifically tell you where to go, but then they don't specifically tell you. And I think the problem with that is, when I say this, I don't want to say like, oh, I'm dumb and I want the game to hold my hand. No, but when you tell me where to go, you don't automatically then just cover the area I'm supposed to go to in like a fog of war, so I don't consider that part of the map.
Yeah, and Warcraft doesn't do that, right? From what I remember. I
Maybe
think they sort of show
from some of the RTSs I played, they at least give you some indicator, like there's going to be like a flag with some bits of area uncovered
Yeah.
to sort of encourage you to
like
explore
the
that
mines
area.
or something. More
Yeah,
friendly,
like
right?
that area.
Yeah.
This one area, I had no idea where to go, and it wasn't until I saw these, like I think they're the equivalent to flags, and they're like these little glowing blue circles. But even then, the entire area was just covered in like a blackish fog of war.
My main criticism, other than the fact that the mission seemed very lengthy, I thought Nick sort of played the game a lot more than I did. I'm not sure if I even played it at all.
I don't
really.
think you have.
But I watched it, but I mean, it seemed pretty straightforward overall.
Yeah, you gather bugs, you gather resources. It's really good. It's just you need to have a lot of patience with this game, especially since or even like the game needs to have patience with you.
My main concern was really long mission length, but then I sort of expected that. The fact that the bugs didn't automatically attack enemies, I thought that was what the heck.
Yeah.
You know, they shouldn't just stand there and be like, "Yo, hit me, bro."
And in the middle of the level, you're asked to go sacrifice your minions to this fire golem dude, and this fire golem is like, "What the hell have you woken me up for?" And the person who told you to do this asks the person, "Oh, we just need to know where this guy is," and he's like, "Oh, yeah, no, you've wasted that. I can just tell you where he is." And
Yeah,
the funny thing is, I could see this guy. Like, okay, no, that's actually funny. I could see the guy that I don't have to kill until like two objectives later.
Yeah.
But the place I'm supposed to go to ASAP, I can't see.
Yeah, so you have to discover it. I mean, for me, the biggest thing was the enemies not attacking. The story, I don't think it was like, it wasn't the greatest story,
The
but
story was
it
just
didn't
like,
really matter. I mean,
it's like
sort of like you could just jump in and enjoy the game.
you just jump in and you already know how to play the game.
I liked that. I
Like,
thought it looked great, it sounded great.
It looked great. It sounded
okay, I guess.
The voice acting though, the voice acting is just like it's your generic over top sci-fi.
I didn't think it was
gritty.
bad. I didn't think it was amazing. I thought it was just,
Yeah,
the sounds.
like you have the human character
Okay.
sound like this grovelly human character who's
It sounded
been
like
raised.
Batman who's been
Yeah.
smoking.
Yeah, like he's
lot
been
of
raised in a
cigs.
Christian Bale era Gotham City. Then you
Yeah.
have like an insectoid advisor woman who
Yeah.
speaks in like this.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was okay. I didn't think it was bad. I didn't think it was amazing.
It-
I guess
it-
to
it wasn't
revise
like-
what I said. And
Yeah, it wasn't good. It wasn't bad, but it was like in the middle. It was like
it wasn't amazing,
if-
but it was, good. Goodish.
Yeah, I don't want to call it like it is, but it's basically not even like it is. Like, I hate to criticize this because it's a very minor thing, but it just felt like they just reached into a bag of generic sci-fi voices, pulled out the two most overused ones, and applied it to their characters. We
Yeah,
have-
I can see that. I wasn't really bothered by it. I thought just the mission was very long. Like you'd have to be ready to invest an hour is what it took
Yeah.
us.
Yeah, it took us an hour. It could take you 20 minutes. It could
I don't
take,
know about that.
It
It
could
seemed
take
like-
Jim like 2 hours. It could take.
I'm not that bad, but okay. But it just seemed like it was a long mission, and I think that was the genius in going back to Warcraft. I think that's the genius with Warcraft. You can just sit down in like 10 minutes and you first mission. So like it's sort of paced out in Warcraft. I didn't think that was a critique. I thought it was just, but it's worth noting. Like it seemed like a really long mission for like the first stage of the game.
Yeah, especially since like at the very end of the level, you have to take out this giant crustacean guy. And if you're not prepared with your armies, which by the way, you're required to sacrifice at least some of them in order to get the guy to well. So this giant guy, I hope you're prepared for a large army because you might need to wait like so much time and send so many armies out. So you need to be prepared, and like the level gives you at least enough resources to grab a big enough army for you to take out a lot of enemies.
Yeah.
But it's like the way, like, I don't know how to put this, but the way I was playing it, maybe it was something wrong with me, but the way I was playing with this game, it just, like I had to wait a while for my resources to build up and then summon units.
I think it
which
was just
cost
the
like
curve.
50 gold.
I think it was
not
just the
gold,
curve
food.
to actually reach that point is very high compared to what we're used to.
Yeah.
Like in original Warcraft, it sort of eases you into it, and this game really does not do that. It's sort of like, yep, you played RTSs, you're on your own.
Yeah, and
Go learn.
And I give it points for that. It definitely feels more like there was no actual hand-holding when it came to basic RTS
Oh, no,
elements.
it's just sort of like, you know
Like,
what you're doing.
you know how to right-click, you know how to drag, you know how to do all that.
Yeah.
Nobody needs to tell you how to do basic RTS stuff.
Yeah.
So that's a blessing
That's
and a
what I
curse. A blessing because this game isn't going to treat you like some sort of kid. So I will give it a benefit of the doubt. It does. It does not do any hand-holding. So
No.
if you hate
Oh, yeah, definitely.
games nowadays that do those tutorials where it's basically just hand-holding you,
You won't like this.
and before you know it, you're actually like three-fourths away from completing the game, and you're like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Like
Well, that's the
some
thing.
other
I
games.
think that was the biggest thing. The mission line, for sure, it didn't seem like a smooth curve. It was just sort of like, yo boy, there's your mission, do it.
But the curse with the no hand-holding thing is you're bound to leave some people confused about some things.
And that's what I think happened to you for sure when you were playing.
Yeah,
You're like,
and-
what the heck? You're looking everywhere.
Yeah,
On the map.
I actually do kind of like I really like the game. Don't get me wrong. I may criticize it. I may say, oh, it lacks multiplayer, so that's the minus points right there. But I still like this game.
Yeah.
I really like it. If I was given a little more time of playing the game, maybe like a few more levels or even just
Mission.
a skirmish, then I'd actually give this game a much higher rating. But as I can right now, I'm gonna give it a recommend.
Yeah, I recommend it. I don't think it's going to replace any games, but I think it will be add to your collection. I'd give it like overall, I'd say 7.5. You know, there are a few minor points. I don't know if it gets a lot more complicated.
I'd
but
say pick this game right up if you are a big fan of RTS games. You don't want a game to hold you by the hand
yeah,
for like the entirety of the game. Because let's be realistic here, some games have tutorials that last the entire game. Final Fantasy.
well, the newer ones, like number 15 is like super linear, and number 13 was too.
Exactly.
Yeah, so
But I digress. And you really love playing the Zerg in StarCraft. Especially because these characters are pretty much Zerg.
yeah. I thought it was cool. Like, I like to, even though I don't usually like RTSs, I can see myself playing this against someone else, but I don't think there's any multiplayer, which is, actually, that's a good point. It's not really something, I think it would be cooler if there was, like, an add-on multiplayer. We didn't see any.
We didn't
See any multiplayer at all, unfortunately, so, yeah.
Although considering
much
how
better.
the game is pretty much more or less implied that you're playing as just one single race,
Yeah.
it would get a little boring if you had like multiple
Yeah, that's
of the
kind of
same.
a shame.
And part of the charm to RTSs is multiple people, multiple
Yeah.
different factions having their
If they
own
make a
bonuses.
sequel, I mean, that's definitely somewhere they can look into. You know, they find like other competing races, but that is, I think, the biggest thing for me. You know, the AI doesn't automatically attack from what we can see. There's no multiplayer, which, you know, in today's modern video game climate, like,
And-
you need multiplayer
And
of some sort.
and the plot could definitely be used as a drinking game.
yes.
Like take a shot of every time you see like
every time someone sounds like Batman, take a big swig.
and take a shot every time you kind of feel like you've seen this before in another sci-fi movie.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. I mean, it's not the most original story, but yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I liked it some
I mean,
or whatever.
I will give it originality
pretty game.
points for, you know, that you're playing as aliens. You're playing as what are essentially supposed to be the bad guys.
Yeah.
And from the angle, I believe it's actually going to be like they're defending their home from the invading humans who just want a place to live. So I really want to see,
how it turns out.
yeah, like, so if you want that kind of investment, there you go.
Yeah, it seems like it would be a game that at least you would get your money back. I don't know if it was $15, $20, but I mean, it seemed like a fun single player, but multiplayer would be nice.
Yeah,
That's all I have to say.
Yeah,
Done.
definitely pick, like, again, if you're a fan of RTSs, you want RTSs to be a little harder, and, you know, you don't mind a little cliche plot here and there, I'd say pick this up on a sale,
Yeah,
or even just pick it up if you just need a new RTS to kill time.
yeah, it's a pretty game. So, all
It's
right,
very pretty. I love the graphics. Alright.
all right, you're done.
You're done?
I'm done.
Alright.
All right, well, keep on gaming, guys. We'll see you LGO 192, and have fun.
Adios, amigos.